At its Made by Google event today, the company unveiled a whole slew of new Pixel devices. And I'm here to tell you more about the Pixel Watch 4, and there's quite a lot of new things about it compared to its predecessor. Of all the stuff that's new, including a redesign, a new satellite feature, the fact that this is what Google says is the longest lasting and fastest charging Pixel Watch yet, the things I'm most interested to tell you more about, at least for this video, are those last two ones. So longest lasting battery and the fastest charging smartwatch that they've made. It's not something I can really get into here at our hands-on experience, but I can take you into a closer look at that new satellite communications feature. So this Pixel Watch 4 is going to be the first smartwatch with the ability to do satellite communications for emergency situations. So to clarify, the demo I have here, because we're inside and not really able to access a lot of satellite information, is a pre-recorded loop. So I just hit play. Basically, this is an app dedicated to the hands-on event we're at. As I move, it's sort of searching for a satellite to connect to, and then once the connection is established, it will just be able to send the message. Now, I do want to point out that the satellite connectivity feature is only available on LTE connected models of the Pixel Watch 4 and only in the US for now. So the next thing I want to tell you more about is this redesign. I don't know if you've already been able to tell, but the display on the Pixel Watch 4 is a lot different than the predecessor. The bezels here are a lot smaller, again, because it's a lot of black background, you can't really tell, but you probably can see that content on the screen and the face is pushing out further to the edges than before. The display is also 50% brighter than the older model, and the entire thing is curved now. So before, the dome sort of surface was just the glass. Now the screen is also curved below that. Now, the device itself, on the screen, it is durable Gorilla Glass, and then the housing is what Google says is aerospace aluminum. So all of this adds up to hopefully a very sturdy, a hardy watch, and this is rated IP68 to withstand dust and water. Now, dig a little past the display, and there's even more stuff that's new here. There's a dual chip computer architecture, there's a 15% stronger haptic engine, as well as the Snapdragon Wear 5 Gen 2 processor powering everything. Google's also updated the GPS here to a dual frequency GPS system, which should mean better distance tracking and mapping. All of this might not sound very exciting. I mean, it really does translate to hopefully better performance in the real world, and that's not something I can show you right now. However, one thing I am very excited about is the fact that the Pixel Watch 4 is very repairable. It's the first Pixel Watch to have a design that allows for you to replace the battery and the display. If you look at these screws over here, if you unscrew them, you can pop out the back and take out the components. Now, so far, it only seems that you can replace the screen and the battery, but that does mean you don't have to shell out for a whole new watch when really all you want is a better performing battery. Speaking of that battery, thanks to some improvements to the architecture as well as the Snapdragon Wear 5 processor, Google says this device will last 25% longer than its predecessor. The watch also charges, strangely coincidentally, 25% faster than its predecessor. It will go from 0 to 50% in 15 minutes or less, according to Google. The company's also designed a new convenient style fast charging dock, which allows you to just drop the watch onto the cradle without having to make sure the magnetic component is stuck to the underside of the watch first. The rest of the redesign of the Pixel Watch 4 shows through in the software. Now, this runs Wear OS 6 with Material 3 Expressive, and what that means is there's a lot more customizability in the watch faces, and of course this is a Google product being released in 2025, so there's going to be a lot of AI stuffed in. The first place we'll see this is in Gemini on the watch. We already saw this with Samsung's Galaxy Watch released last month, but on the Pixel Watch 4, there's a new feature called Raise to Talk, which basically wakes up the watch when you lift your wrist, and you can just talk to Gemini on your watch as if it's already listening to you. Gemini, it's really hot today. What's some fun activities to do in New York?
Beat the heat in NYC by visiting museums like the Met, AMH, or MoMA.
Google's also baked its LLM powers into the smart replies of the Pixel Watch 4 or Wear OS 6, and you can see how much more contextual it is at understanding your messages and then suggesting these replies to send back from your wrist, so you don't have to sit around thinking of what to say or typing into a tiny little screen. We're also told that this might be the first time an LLM is being used in messaging on a smartwatch, and there is an on-device model in addition to the model that's on the phone. There is still a whole host more of new features coming to the health and tracking and AI software system on the Pixel Watch 4, starting with a completely redesigned Fitbit app, a new AI health coach for Fitbit Premium users, AI-powered activity recognition, upgraded sleep tracking that Google says is its most accurate yet. There's an upgraded version of the skin temperature sensing model, as well as a new feature that will allow you to stream your cycling workout from your watch to on your phone as well, so that if you're placing it on a mount on your bike, you can see your stats much more easily. All of that comes at the same $350 price as the Pixel Watch 3 costs. You can pre-order the Pixel Watch 4 now if all of that already appealed to you, and they will be available slightly further out on October 9th. That does give you plenty of time to wait for us to get our review together so we can tell you if all of those claims about battery life and charging speeds and whether all of these new features really mean something in the real world. So maybe wait for a little bit to buy the Pixel Watch 4 if you're already intrigued. Now, Google also announced a new pair of Pixel Buds 2a today. We don't have a video for that, but I encourage you to check out the article on Engadget.com for all of the details. But TLDR, you're getting a very affordable A-series Pixel Buds for $129 with ANC. So go over for the details on Engadget.com, as well as check out our video on our YouTube channel of the Pixel 10 series, including the 10, the 10 Pro, Pro XL, and the Pixel 10 Fold. These are the first T2 compatible Android phones. I am very excited for magnets of all things. So thank you so much for watching our video. I hope this has been informative, and make sure you subscribe to our channel for more information like this.